Have you gotten any results, any feedback from SMAC about the Cadillac that he did that massive SMAC booster install on? Did they have any?
Okay, I can give an update. Who's familiar with the SMAC's booster? A lot of folks here has followed it. He came up with a simple shared bath booster that works pretty well. It's fairly efficient,
right,
and it's easy to build. He used switch plates and PVC. The other day, he came at the show. He had a Cadillac all set up. They just set it up for the show, and so they didn't do a lot of testing with what they call the six-pack SMAC. So they put 6 in combination. So he was getting 6 times 1 liter because let's average it out, about 6 liters per minute on this big Cadillac. They did some testing. They didn't really have a lot of success with the Cadillac, but he did the same thing with his Ford Ranger pickup truck, like a 80s Ford Ranger. He called me up. He was elated. This was about a month and a half ago. And he said, Larry, I got an 88% improvement. I can't believe it. I'm the happiest. I think I can get more. And he put a battery pack in the back, and he ran off the batteries. So it was a hybrid type system, because that's what he was trying to set up, was a commuter type system. Okay, so I didn't hear much more from him. There were some postings on the internet. The next thing, his mileage started to drop. He found out on that Ranger, the initial test he did, there was an air bubble, the way the gas tank is designed, in the gas tank, and his numbers weren't right. Okay, so folks, we do need more at times to get past where we want to go, especially with the high ranges. I know with my diesel truck over the years, fooling with the past couple of years, the 1.6 liter naturally aspirated Volkswagen engine, I've gotten no improvements on 2 different diesel engines making long distance runs, because it has a metered set amount of fuel every single time. There's no electronics that I can change.
Mechanical injection.
What I have to do on that vehicle is I have to start it up and idle it. This is my next goal. Start it up and idle it and use hydrogen to run the RPMs up. So I'm lubricating with the fuel. The hydrogen is what's going to bring the RPMs up, and I'm going to actually put it on my shifter. I'm going to have a little button. It's like a turbocharger. When I get it up, hit it and go and take my foot off the pedal and just head on down the road. 'Cause you have a goal, Professor, of 300 miles. My goal is 100 miles per gallon in a pickup truck. I want to do 100 miles per gallon in a pickup truck. So that's where I want to be. Now, we have someone who's held their hand up patiently for a long time.
And may I ask, Sharon, that your comment and the answer be the last? But before we do that, I want to introduce Jim Tarantola. Jim, I understand you're here. Where are you at? Oh, hi, Jim. Hey. Jim, the winner of the best of the show. We've got a check for you, Jim, when we step out. We've got a check for you when we step out.
Wow.
Yeah! It's not that big, Jim, but it'll help.
Like I said, the money that we do get, we're actually doing, it's not for our company or anything. We're trying to provide, houses and stuff like that. And our main concern is actually creating jobs for homeless people. Right. What we want to do is give these houses to people so that they can, we'll teach them how to do our process and how to make our fuel cells so they have a business. We're going to show them how to pay these houses off real quick, and that's our goal. We want to start buying property up in the United States and teach people in the process of making themselves so they can have a good job and good home.
I think that's another great thing about Jim. He has really high intentions, and I just hope we can all help him realize them. Sharon.
Yes, I need to understand, do you consider, however the hydrogen is formed, whether it's the gaseous, solid, or what do you call it? Pressurized. Is that considered an additive fuel, a supplement, not a modification to the car?
That's correct.
Okay,
Right.
So if we say it should reduce pollution, cleans your engine,
Yes.
and we can prove sooner or later that it gives us better gas mileage.
Right.
Okay, that's the same claim that STP has. And STP, the adding of STP to an engine does not nullify any warranty.
Right.
Okay? So my process that I see is breaking everything down to where it's very plain, simple, people can understand it. I'm going to do what I have to do to get a hold of politicians, legal assistance, set up information. I don't want to see anything go under because some jerk scammed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay? As soon as we can establish some form of standards, minimum standards, so where if you're going to do this, know at what level do you start? What's the lowest quality or grade of stainless steel you can use, and what is the best? And then your item should be priced in there.
We are almost there. We are in the process of compiling all of that data, and as a group together and a community, we in our sharing of information, we are increasing our knowledge by leaps and bounds, and moving the development of this technology forward so that everyone can benefit from it.
I honestly feel that the greed factor that's common in everybody will not be as great a factor in this, because the first time somebody tries to overcharge for something, Sally or Jenny or Jimmy over here can do the same thing and sell it for a reasonable price.
Yep.
Okay? And it's just the honesty that we have to worry about.
I would like to leave you all with one idea I had last night. Now, I think all of us have had a universal experience with hydrogen. Every single one of you. When you put in... Four-letter word. When you first put a kit in your car, it immediately starts running a lot quieter, doesn't it?
Yes.
And the emissions change instantly, don't they?
That's verifiable.
Now what? You can go down to Mexico City, it's in a bowl, and has hundreds of thousands of vehicles belching clouds of black smoke. And you can put a jar in every one of those for 2 minutes and take it out and send that car away. And in the space of a year, you can clean the air in Mexico City.
All right. Wow.
So go do that if you can. All right? We'll be back at 12:30.